This week on the podcast, it's our very special E3 2017 podcast. Is everybody excited?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn monster, don't fail me now. On the official Team DBAH Podcast number 196. Come join us, why don't you? Hello and welcome to the official Team DBAH Podcast number 196, otherwise known as our E3 2017 Spectacular. Yep, you're in for another long one, folks. I'm Charlie Danger82, and with us tonight we have Craig.
Screw it, we're doing it live.
Wouldn't have it any other way. We got Randall.
Yeah.
We got Trevor. Woo. And as tradition, of course, would have it, we have Jamie.
Still here, still alive.
Yep. And my current demeanor is brought to you tonight by Monster Energy Ultraviolet. They make it in grape now, guys.
Uh-oh. He's back on the
snap.
juice.
Oh, refreshing. Oh, that is divine. Oh, my.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it tastes like very good grape juice. Oh, my.
Craig, aren't you supposed to be watching him?
Nah,
Oh.
fine. It's when he mixes buffalo chicken with coffee.
Yes.
That's when there's an issue.
Or buffalo
a
chicken.
terrible idea.
Oh, the buffalo chicken wrap and the coffee incident was mistakes were made
Historic.
that day. It was historic. Everything I did could not stop the purge. There was fire. Fun fact: Ed Sheeran didn't know the lyrics to "I See Fire" until he wandered by the office that day.
Whoa!
So,
Yep.
Before we get into the festivities, before we get into the fun and the missteps and triumphs of E3, it's time for the biggest downer I've had in a long time. Last week, we lost Adam West. We lost my favorite Batman. We lost just the guy who made me love superheroes. The guy who, whenever I would go over to my grandfather's house and watch the reruns, it was the man who defined what a hero was in my younger years. He was a role model, and in real life he was a good man. And the news completely floored me. I don't hold it against Craig because Craig was the one who told me, much like I hope my boss doesn't hold it against me because I'm the one who told him. But it was a shock. Apparently, poor man passed to leukemia. And
Yeah, I didn't even know
A lot of
he
people-
was ill.
a lot of people didn't know he was ill.
I'll just add to that, as I said on my Facebook, there's not very many celebrity deaths that make me cry, let alone people, but, I didn't see as many of the old Batman Adam Wests as I'm sure you guys have. I've seen some of them, but he was really influential, even to my generation, so. It's a sad thing, sad day.
Absolutely. I mean, he also showed that you don't have to be a growling, clad in black, armor-wearing, just creature of the night to be a hero. You could be what looked like a goofy guy running around in long johns with a bomb over his head,
That's right. Because
running around a pier.
Because you can't hurt ducks.
Because you can't hurt ducks. You can't hurt ducks. You can't hurt nuns. You can't hurt marching bands. And but yet in the same movie, he was saved because that noble's dolphin sacrificed himself as the torpedo was going towards the buoy. And yes, he was not afraid to open a can of shark repellent on a great white once in a while.
Right. You just needed that belt with you because that prepared you for everything.
And what really it was just so ominous because the day before it happened, I was talking to my boss, and we had seen these flyers for this convention in August in Connecticut, and it said Burt Ward and Adam West last Connecticut
That's right.
appearance. And it's like final Connecticut appearance. And my boss and I was talking to my boss about it, and I was just positive. I'm like, wow, I hope he's okay. And my boss said maybe he just doesn't like Connecticut. And I don't think it. I don't think that's the case. I think that maybe he knew he was a little sicker than he thought, and maybe he just wanted to, spend this last few months or so relaxing a bit. But hardworking man. After Batman was canceled, it was a hard time for him because he had been so typecast. But the man rose above adversity. He was the mayor in Family Guy, and he's beloved on the convention circuit. Just a big role model for me, a big role model for a lot of people, and my favorite and most influential Batman to me. But a big, giant bucket of win to Adam West. We will definitely miss you. So,
A little bit of a sidekicker to get a little bit of a into the game mode. Anybody who hasn't played Overwatch yet, there's now 6v6 elimination lockout.
what?
So they had 3v3 where you pick 3 people. If you win, you don't get to pick those anymore. Now they have
Right.
6, a full team of 6, where you pick those people, you win, you don't get to pick them anymore. So once you
there
get
you
to
go.
round 3, it's real difficult to try to find a good combination if you pick all the cheat characters in the beginning.
So that's your strategy. Don't pick the good ones first.
Exactly. Get lucky and pick some scrubs.
Yeah. Words to live by. There is
How you
a.
formed, anyways?
What's that?
Isn't that how you formed? You got lucky and picked scrubs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The scrubliest, I believe. Anyone who is curious, Jamie and I had 2 very different experiences with it. But Friday the 13th, the video game has come out, and it's a lot of fun if you have a group of people. I played with Team Friendly Assholes last week, and it's great. We played it the way it was supposed to be done, so unfortunately it's horrible for videos. But if enough people get it and we play it together, we're going to play it the way it's not supposed to be played, and that should make for some very entertaining videos. See, the way you're supposed to play it is you go into game chat as opposed to party chat, and
You get the radios and stuff, right?
yeah, well, that's the thing. If you go into the game and you're in party chat or in game chat, you can't hear anyone unless they're next to you.
Makes sense.
So it does make sense, and there's a lot of whispering going on. Like I was in a house and I saw I saw one of the teammates coming towards me, so I'm just like, "Hey, come here." Because the thing is, the more noise you make, Jason can hear you too.
Oh.
So there's that, and it's a lot of fun when it works. The servers need a lot of work, and a lot of people are comparing it to Dead by Daylight, mainly because it's the same thing of group of survivors trying to get a generator started or something started before the movie serial killer comes and gets you or a creature comes and gets you, but with the caveat of we had a group of 7 or 8 people playing at the same time. So it was just a lot of people and a lot of fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's...
Is that on all platforms, or is it just Xbox and PC?
It's on Xbox.
Okay.
It's on all platforms. It's PC, Xbox, and PS4.
That's, what's his name? The team-friendly assholes keep trying to get me to get it and play it with them because they were playing it all the time.
I will tell you this much. Kevin's really good at playing Jason. He's always Jason, and he likes to single people out. So if especially people who haven't ever played it before, so and he takes great pride in killing people who have no idea what they're doing. So good, he's a damn good Jason, damn good Jason. And I must say that if you're broadcasting via Skype, because of the beloved new system that Xbox does and puts that nice little strip across the bottom of your screen that tells you, how long you've been broadcasting for and how many people are watching you, because those are really important. You can't see like button props like hit A to get the guy to release you.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, it covers up exactly what you
There's
need.
There's no option to turn that overlay off?
I hope there is.
That's
I haven't
really
looked
dumb.
into it, but hopefully we'll find something. But yeah, the servers were a little messed up today, so it looked like no one was playing today anywhere. But there was an update today also, so hopefully that patches a lot of the connectivity issues, or maybe caused more. So more to come on that, but definitely really fun to play when you got people that and it's like a good party game. I think it's the best way I can describe it.
It was definitely, yeah.
I mean, if we make any videos of it, of course we're all going to be in party chat, and we're all going to hear everything, which is going to really help the Jason out, because it's just like, I got the battery, I'm going to the car. Jason's like, okay, I have an axe, I'm going to the car. So, and Jamie, you mentioned all the achievements can be done in private matches. So
yeah.
Another great way to
and you level up just as fine too.
Yeah, a great way to just get 100% on a game.
Looks like I'm getting me that game.
Yeah, luckily I had some I had some credit at GameStop, so since it's just strictly digital, there's no physical form on it. I just went to the GameStop official site and got $40 worth of Microsoft cash and got it through there. So
nice. I got like $20 in Microsoft points or whatever from the rewards thing.
You're halfway there, buddy.
Yeah.
You using Bing searches?
No. Who uses? Does Bing still exist?
Okay, wait a second.
Yeah, it
okay.
still does.
Sidebar. Okay, so one of my college professors, whenever he would search for anything to show us, it was my history professor, whenever he had any videos to show us or like historical figures to show us, he would just go to Bing. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And he would search for everything on Bing. Nothing but Bing.
Oh.
Huh.
He's getting Microsoft points.
Yep.
Well,
Ouch.
also came out like near the end of semester, he used to work at Microsoft.
So
So it's like, all right, dude, you got me.
So you should ask him for his gamer tag.
Right? Oh, he'd probably kick my ass. But and another interesting event before we get on to the festivities, a new festivity, the solstice is coming up. So the Pokemon Go has a nice little event where fire and ice Pokemon are all over the place, and you can go and catch them all. I am overrun with Growlithe right now because they're adorable. And I regret nothing. Growlithe and EVs are my two favorite, and I will get as many of them as I can. No. Because they're too adorable, and I don't care if I fill the entire bag. I won't squish them. Of course, okay, here's the weird thing. Eevee looks like a girl character, so if I need candy, I'm more apt to crush the boy Eevees than I am the girl Eevee. And Growlithe look more like a boy character to me, so I'm more likely to crush the girl Growlithe. I don't know if that makes me weird. I have no idea. But, maybe it's a condition. I just don't know. I'm trying to just see, like, how, if they give an actual date for the event, and what's going on.
Ends next Tuesday.
Ends next.
See
Yeah.
you next Tuesday.
Oh ho! That spells a bad word. Let's see. Oh.
Oh, right.
Quick,
done.
ask Jamie a question before he falls asleep.
Let's
What?
see. See? He does-
I'm alive.
I'm alive. All right. Now, as we're going into the coverage, does anybody have anything to add before we jump into the E3 coverage?
Happy
I
birthday,
do-
Blue Starry Eyes. It's
Happy
your
birthday, Blue
today.
Starry Eyes.
Happy
It's their birthday.
I have a quick thing.
Please.
So I have that Xbox One now, right?
At Xbox One, yep.
The
Doing.
interface is completely horrible.
Garbage.
And
Yep.
yep. And B, I was trying that Mixer thing, their broadcast thing.
Yep.
So I turned that on. Right. You have to go through 8 menus to get to it, but yep, turned it on. Screaming Blood Dragon, and it just turned itself off about
Yes.
5 times. Just turned off. Not the Xbox Mixer, just stopped.
The fun thing is when you go to mixer.com,
Mhm.
is like try to find where you're actually like to view your own broadcast. Try to find where you can do it. I defy anyone to find like so it's just so you can check on your broadcast and make sure it's streaming good and anything like that. Like I don't know, Twitch does. There's nothing
Yeah.
And
like
then
that.
um, and then the Xbox crashed.
well, sugar.
Sounds about right.
Like, yep.
It's weird though when you say Mixer.com. I think back
Sounds expected.
when phones came out and they had where you could make your own ringtones, it was called Mixer.com. It's MYXER.com. Like, yeah.
See, I see it as a like a Tinder type site
Oh.
personally. It's
Oh.
like and
that's
the
immediately
same thing
my
can go for Beam.
assumption At first.
Beam or Mixer. It just sounds like a fine hot locals in your area. Broadcast everything. So
And one quick thing about E3 though.
Sure.
My vote for the best thing at E3 was the Big Show getting a replica Destiny gun and almost crying.
What?
Oh, right.
He's a giant. Well, literally, he's a giant, but he's like a giant nerd and really into Destiny. And he was at one of the panels, and they gave him a replica Destiny gun, and he cradled it like a baby.
I would
That
too.
is awesome. Oh, Big Show Destiny gun. Oh. Watch as WWE wrestler Big Show's heart melts when he gets a Destiny 2 gun. Oh, that is.
That's my
Oh.
vote for the favorite part of E3. But please continue with everything.
See, now that's my favorite too. Well, it's a Destiny gun. All right. So, I didn't watch the EA presentation. Anybody know what happened there? Anyone?
Stuff.
Stuff. Good.
They
They
did some stuff.
added story mode to all of their games.
Oh,
Star Wars happened.
Star Wars
yeah.
did happen.
Battlefront.
Yeah, like 30 minutes of Battlefront happened.
It was awesome.
It did
There
look
was
awesome.
Darth Maul.
It was
Yeah.
Darth everything.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Oh.
Area
There's
secure.
phase-
Area's not secure.
Yeah,
Jesus
there's
God.
battle droids going on.
This is actually the first time you're in a story. You're actually first time in like 20 years that you're playing someone on the Empire.
really?
Because there hasn't been a Star Wars game where you play an Empire character since TIE Fighter.
No,
Huh.
Yep.
no.
No,
What?
what's another one?
The original
Lego.
Battlefront 2, you played the 501st Legion all the way through.
Did you?
Clone and then
Wasn't
Empire.
that the clone army though?
That's a
they-
clone. That doesn't count as the Empire.
You go both ways.
That's
It goes
still
to
the Republic.
both eras, though.
You said you go both ways. This
I
time.
heard that too.
Both eras.
I heard that
This
too.
podcast is
It
going
goes to
both
both
ways.
eras. It's the 501st.
Okay.
The
Free
501st
coverage goes
Imperial
both
Legion.
ways.
Well, I meant it as you were like a specific person
Yeah.
in the Empire.
Then other than that,
Are
it
we
would
not
be-
all specific people?
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
Clones are not. They don't count.
Force
Clones are not
Legion
people.
count?
No.
Force
No, I
Legion
don't like
count?
that. I don't
Rules have
understand
rights, okay? Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah,
Dave.
EA's adding story mode to all of their games.
Okay.
So now you
Yeah,
can play,
even freaking NFL.
even Madden.
Yeah, that one.
Even Madden?
That confused the shit out of me. I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I was like,
you-
oh, it's Madden.
It's a whole story mode, or you playing some kid like from Pop
You're some
Warner
guy.
College. I'm like, what in the fuck is this?
And then some
Why
coach
do
gets
I
in your
do
face,
this?
and then you win the draft.
Yeah.
Same thing they
I-
did with FIFA.
Hurts his
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
You get married.
FIFA makes sense though
Kids.
because it has a long story history. Like football is like everybody goes through the same shit. Their coach yells at them. They get hard on their luck. They get
Stepped
in
on.
trouble. Then they get
Yeah.
into the football league.
And maybe
They
you're
get
good enough
hard.
to play college, and then
You
that's
get- yeah, everyone
Yeah.
gets hard.
And maybe they'll tear an ACL.
Got to get hard.
Get
They
drafted
get hard.
second round.
They go both ways. It's
Yeah, EA.
wow.
And then they get told they're not even people.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah,
It's a hard life.
it's a hard knock life.
for them.
Just like Annie.
Wow. Okay, so Madden, FIFA, Battlefront.
Yeah.
What else did they do? Anything else cool, or was it just that three?
Well, I mean, there was that one BioWare game that everyone's talking about.
That is in the Microsoft one.
I thought it was actually part of
Yep.
the.
Nope.
It was a Microsoft conference.
Nope.
Okay, see.
Nope.
So then nothing else.
They added
I know what he's talking about. They showed off the game and were like, learn more about this at the Microsoft panel.
Oh,
That's what it was.
okay.
That's what they did.
All right.
Yeah,
They
they
showed
did that
like
a
a
lot this
picture.
year. A lot of people did that.
Yeah. Coming
Yep.
to a better panel.
they added some stuff to
later in the
Galaxy of Heroes,
Okay.
which is really it's pay to win game. So
Okay.
it's really doesn't unless you're gonna drop $50 a month on this game. So
Which some people do.
which some people do. If your phone is your only thing.
I
then
mean, every time
that's
Overwatch
fine.
drops new stuff, there's yeah.
So yeah, I know it's all your own. Whatever you want to spend money on.
Excuse me. Well, good. I like it. And still they probably showed better and more innovative stuff than Sony did. But we'll get to that.
We're building this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone else lost E3 though.
Oh?
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
I think it
device.
was someone else.
Really? Okay. All right. Well,
Mhm.
we'll have our votes. We'll have our votes at the
yeah.
end. We'll have our votes at the end. So one of the next conferences was the Microsoft conference.
Big one.
Big one. They unveiled the Xbox One X.
Can they
It-
make the name any more confusing?
It's like it sounds like a porn site now. It's the Xbox One X X X
Triple
X.
X.
There's 3 X's in its name.
It's
Just
it's
gonna point
4K.
that out.
4K stuff.
Yep.
40% more power than any other console. True 4K gaming.
Yep.
Smoother gameplay. The 8-core custom AMD CPU is clocked at 2.3 gigahertz to bring enhanced AI, real-world detail, and smoother interactions to your gaming. Of course, I'm reading this off of Xbox.com, so I did not write all this down. More memory. 12 gigabytes. Is 12 gigabyte
12
GDDR5. So whatever the hell that is.
Video.
That's the video.
Of-
card, yeah.
Thank you. Of graphic memory adds speed and power to the game performance to enable bigger worlds, further horizons, and quicker load times. Lifelike detail. A 6 teraflop GPU, which still sounds like a porno thing to me, enables 4K environments and characters to become more realistic than ever, with even more detail and smoother animations, and faster load times. Game graphics are faster and more detailed with 326 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth to keep your gaming momentum flowing. So,
Basically, all that means we finally caught up to PC like 5 years ago.
it's going to
Mine's the
retail.
4K thing.
It has a 1 terabyte internal storage, 8 gigs flash memory, 12 gigabyte GDDR5 at 326 gigabytes per second, HDR10 support, HDMI, 4K, DTS, Dolby, and PCM audio components, Wi-Fi and IR Blaster wireless capability, and a whole bunch of ports. So,
Also
Reach.
tiny.
also tiny and retailing at $499.99. So,
I'm
I-
getting it.
I know I won't because I don't have like a 4K television, and I probably wouldn't be able to see.
But
the
Charlie,
difference.
even though you don't have a 4K, all of the assets on the 1080p are looking the same, according to the guy.
Duh.
Yeah, but I also don't have $500 to fork over on
Yeah,
a system.
yeah.
Maybe when it drops.
See, I need a new Xbox because my Xbox is making weird noises, and I'm probably going to
Same.
make it like my living room Xbox. But
Yeah, that's
I'm probably going to get it.
that's
So
why I had
making
to
the noises now.
Yeah, well, every time I load either Overwatch or Destiny, when it starts, it goes and it sounds like a jet fighter.
Well, no,
That's
that
the
was
same
what happening with my my PlayStation 4. I actually had to trade that in and trade a few more things in to get a new PlayStation 4. I got the 1 terabyte model. I did not go for a Pro, but I got for the 1 terabyte model. And Craig saw me unbox the thing. They really want you to replace that hard drive. They really, really want you to replace that hard drive because it's like before there was like, you could just like slide this, you can slide one piece over and, unscrew a couple things, then put a bigger hard drive in, then screw it back in, slide the piece in. No, this is just one little piece that's like spring. Hey, there's a handle, pull this and your hard drive can come out. So I'm like, but no, putting in a bigger hard drive in my last PS4, putting in a 2 terabyte hard drive into a processor that normally handles a 500 is probably what made it sound so big in the first place. So I'm just sticking with my smaller assortment of games on there, but it's nice. It's very compact. It's nice, but
That's
yeah,
what she said.
whoa, but the Xbox One S is perhaps the quietest system I think I have ever owned.
Is it as small as the new One S, or is it?
Yeah, it looks exactly like the Xbox One X.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
But like what, $200 cheaper or something like that?
I got the one. I got the 1 terabyte Battlefield edition, and I love the new controllers. The new controllers actually are textured on the back, so you can actually
The extra grips.
doesn't like slip out of your hand. It feels like it feels like you're holding on and you're not letting go. That is it's more comfortable. But the only thing that I don't like about it is that all the face buttons are the same color.
Oh, that's
And-
annoying.
And I'm real bad at QuickTime events to begin with. So so I have to memorize as top, bottom, side. So but yeah, I mean I highly recommend the 1S. The 1S is a pretty damn good system. But yes, they unveiled the Xbox One X, X-Men, Last Stand,
X-Men edition.
Apocalypse,
Da-da-da-da.
and of course, since it's an E3 Microsoft press conference, of course, they did Forza 7, and yeah.
Can I?
Oh, by the way,
Can I
there's a
just-
car too.
Yeah. Can I
Jamie?
just say, they could have just reused the guy and the audio, and they could have just reused footage from 4 years ago of the guy talking about Forza, used it for this one, and nobody would know the difference.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yep.
Like, they talk about how they've made the racing game better each year, but nobody gives a shit.
It's a sports game.
It's like 5 people who are going to play the game for more than 2 seconds. And they
Wow.
don't really care if the new Porsche's here or not.
Nope.
Because they're just... I mean, you give them the ability to customize the car, all they got to do is draw dicks on the car.
Lots of dicks. Dicks for days.
And,
Daily dick.
yeah, I've only ever played one Forza game, and I regret it because their achievements were like 3 gamer score and 4 gamer score, so they fucked up the number.
Oh god.
It's like they don't even know how to do achievements properly. Yeah,
But, yeah.
let's just skip that.
They also added a cinematic and gameplay mix of the new Metro game coming out, Metro Exodus, which looked terrifying. Yeah, it looked really good.
It's like a weird bear boar thing.
Yeah,
That
the bear
Metro.
boar. That's Metro for you with the bear boars.
Yeah.
That's just typical Russia.
Whoa.
Question: while we're in between EA and Microsoft, was Anthem announced with EA or Microsoft? Because
Microsoft.
Yes.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
They saved that to the very end. They closed out the
Okay.
presentation with it.
That's what I thought.
They went into so yeah, Metro does look cool. Zip lines and explosions, and explosive bolt crossbows. Assassin's Creed Origin, they did a little bit of gameplay for that. Looked pretty damn cool. Sliding down.
The freaking tracer, what is it called? Arrow, where you can make it fly on its own.
Yeah,
That was
and
cool.
sliding down the side of a pyramid. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Crocodiles.
Yep, and throwing your eagle out to take a look around.
Just grabbing your eagle and be like, go. Just chucks it, just fall straight down, dead.
You know,
Shit.
it's special like pre-order DLC, the Eagle launcher. Looks like that
If you
big gun
pre-order
from
the
Saints
eagle has
Row.
a special hat.
Yeah, that hat can control a dinosaur though. So, but we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed Origin looks pretty damn cool.
That's good.
Something I was pretty jazzed about, launch exclusive for the Xbox One X, or regular Xbox One. PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Xbox One family. Yeah.
I floored by this. I cannot wait for that.
Microsoft did something very, very smart, and they snapped up a game very
Mhm.
quickly.
Yes,
And
they
they're
did.
going to make a lot of money from that.
Hey,
They
that's the
are.
mute button. Whoops. Oh, damn it.
Did you think we were ignoring you for the past 20 minutes?
Ah,
I was like,
yeah.
I was
We
like,
were, but
it's
What I was trying to say was, did anyone notice the weird animation with Assassin's Creed when he was shooting arrows?
wait, which word did I mention?
And
Wow.
it was the cutscene. He's on his knees and he pulls back the bow and shoots an arrow. His hand goes down and another arrow just appears in his hand
Oh yeah.
and it goes back to the bow.
No. I saw that first and I rewound it. I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
He's pulling back one arrow. He has another arrow in his hand, and that arrow is like down, like pointing downward. So he fires it, flips up the other arrow, pulls back, and fires again.
Oh, I thought
So, yes.
it just looked odd.
Because I saw that at first too. I'm like, whoa, wait a second, what was that? And then I rewound it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty slick. That's like Legolas shit right there. Oh, maybe he's an Egyptian elf.
maybe he's Legolas.
Whoa.
Dun dun.
Holy crap. But, but yes, very smart Microsoft. PlayerUnknown Battleground, very.
Maybe
Use
it's
live
so
and-
you're okay with a game that's all PvP?
Yes,
I'm not going to play it, but I think it's a smart idea.
I am going to play it just because it's all PvP, yes, but then again, I'm okay with Overwatch,
That is
It's a
true.
valid point. Valid point.
and
Okay.
and this just looks like a
Always
lot of
find
fun.
someone to keep you safe.
Yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun, and I could see us having a lot of fun with it. So I'm very happy because I mean, there's just everybody can play. So I'm just very very jazzed about that. So Deep Rock Galactic, you're a fighting team of, it looked like Helldivers and dwarves mixed together.
I didn't see that one. Which one was that?
It's a bunch of dwarves going like into a mining colony. It's like, okay, typical dwarf, like, you know, RPG Dragon Age shit, going down into the mines of like a different planet in space and using like lasers and like, you know, lightsabers and everything to repel aliens underneath the surface as they're mining.
Torbjorn's origin.
Yeah, essentially. But yes, it's space dwarves. So
Spain.
spice.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the kind of game where I'm like, I'll wait until I see a little bit more before I make an opinion on that.
I'm thinking this probably might be like a launch free game. That's what I'm thinking through the Xbox Gold program.
It'll be Games with Gold eventually.
They have the Darwin Project, which I don't know because I must not have made much of an impact with me because I was writing down what it is, but I can't even tell you what it's about.
It's another battle royale game. It's very similar to PlayerUnknown.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right, but it's more
But it
stylized.
has-
It's more like cartoony.
Yeah, one of the big things is it has Mixer. It works with Mixer, the streaming program, so people can like watch your gameplay of it and then choose the specific player to give stuff to, similar to the Hunger Games stuff.
Yeah, I offer myself as I don't give a damn, and
We'll see how that works.
yeah, I honestly, okay, I use Twitch to record my record.
That's
The
not allowed on
videos?
Xbox anymore.
Oh no, I still use it. You just got to know where to find it. Because I refuse to use Mixer because Mixer sucks. I must say that even when the chat was open on my computer as I'm recording, I only use Twitch to record game footage for videos. I
Yeah.
don't put it out there for everybody to see. When I'm playing Deus Ex and I botch hacking a door, and some idiot comments like, "Does this guy even know how to play?" No, asshole, I don't know how to play. That's why I just shot everybody in the previous room and didn't sneak around. I thought that was evident. This is part 25. But like, you know, I don't care what the audience says. I don't care what the audience thinks. If they want to give me a rocket launcher, okay, this is an unfair advantage over somebody else on the field. I'm probably not going to use it. And the thing is, I hope that there's some sort of like virtual currency they have to pay to give me that rocket launcher just to watch me not use it or to shoot and completely miss. Because that's one of two things that will happen.
I would use it.
I know you would use it, you opportunity.
See what you did, Trevor.
What did I do?
Exactly.
Jesus.
What did I do?
Hey, I told him to stop, but he just wouldn't listen. He's
Jesus.
trouble that he's trouble that Trevor. State of Decay 2 seems to be co-op. That's
It
gonna be
is,
cool.
Yeah,
It is. I think it's
Co-op some-
four-person
yeah.
co-op.
I think
looks
so.
like it.
And when you get killed, you can be somebody else. And if you all get killed,
That's
it's game
basically
over.
the
for you.
big thing. You just die and then you pick the next survivor to be.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. They announced cross-console play for Minecraft.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
That's,
Porker.
And-
Notice-
okay, that was damn
Notice-
pretty. The super
notice
duper graphic
how-
pack.
Notice how in the trailer they did the whole cross-motion play thing, but they never showed PlayStation.
No,
They
didn't.
showed PC and they showed a Nintendo Switch, and they said console, but they never in any place showed PlayStation.
That's very true.
So
That's
whether or
right.
not
Uh,
PlayStation's included in this, we'll see.
Because Microsoft owns Windows 10.
That's very
Yeah.
true. Ooh.
But I like the idea of being able to play Minecraft on my Xbox while someone else plays on the Switch.
I mean, because you're going to have to
Absolutely.
do something on the Switch because there's not going to be Monster Hunter for it. So
But we'll get to that. But yeah, so I gotta say, as someone who can't stand Minecraft, that super duper graphics pack in 4K, my god, that looked beautiful.
They're making Minecraft look. Minecraft works 4K somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
I
does
could
pixel art work in 4K?
I could not believe that until
it's
I saw
extra
it.
pixely.
All them llamas.
The rocks actually look like rocks. I was like, oh, weird.
Schnozberries taste like
the glass
schnozberries.
Schnozberries. They also
showed
announced.
off, Dragon
What?
Ball Z.
No.
Dragon Ball
They-
Fighter Z.
They announced Dragon Ball Fighters. Please, let's say it the right way. Yes, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Nice new fighting game for, you guessed it, Dragon Ball. Looks really pretty. Looks very, very polished.
Makes sense.
And it looks like they're getting away from the whole RPG element of Xenoverse, which is sad because I really enjoyed the Xenoverse games. But yeah, it looks amazing. That lady who's been doing Goku for doing the voice of Goku for the last 30 years is still doing the voice of Goku.
I was
And
gonna say who, Chi-Chi?
Go for 10. Go for 10. The same lady, so now she really sounds like a super old lady as Goku's voice. No offense, but she does. Yeah, she's still doing the voice, so God bless her. Yeah, that's coming our way soon, so that looked good. They're doing Black Desert is coming to the Xbox One.
It's actually a really fun MMO.
I'm super happy about this. I keep on seeing the promos before before videos play, and I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. And then I was like, I don't have a PC that could run this. And then they announced it for the Xbox One. I'm like, holy crap, I can do this. So I'm very, very happy about that. Then they showed a lot of indie games. Now the first one I am going to skip over on general principle. Because there's a game that looked really kind of cool, really kind of like a mix of pixel art and like real world stuff, and it looked pretty awesome. But I'm not going to mention the name of it because the dude who headed it up and designed it and is the mastermind and writer behind the whole thing was also the lead guy advocate in Gamergate. So
Dun dun dun.
So, dude, go fuck yourself. You're not getting any plugs from this podcast.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, not even sorry. Not even sorry. Not even just a little. Then they showed The Artful Escape, which is a totally awesome 2D hipster game. Very artsy, very just like beautiful visuals. Dude playing guitar all the way through it. It's like using his guitar for, either traversing the landscape because he was playing notes on his guitar and then using it to platform up. He was using guitar, looked like maybe combat, but if there is combat in the game. But just a beautiful looking game. Didn't even look like it was actually on a computer. It looked like actual animation, like cell drawn animation, and it was really, really just very nice looking. Very nice looking. Code Vein is coming out, which looks very, very Japanese. It's a female and male protagonist. It's very anime looking, and the dialogue is very like I won't give up. So looks very anime. Then Jamie, I'll let you take care of this because I heard you were very excited about it. Sea of Thieves.
Thank you,
You heard
Jamie.
it here, folks.
That's at the end.
A bark.
I-
Yes.
I just want to be. I just want to be a pirate, man. It
Right.
looks like it just looks like a great game to play with people.
All for it.
They showed off a load of new stuff. I love the fact that you could just jump in cannons and launch yourself onto the islands.
Yes.
Just
Randall's in charge of raiding parties.
Yes.
I love that the first thing they showed was a guy eating a banana, but he was just eating like a whole banana with the skin still on.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Because
Like-
pirates traditionally and historically do not take the skin off the banana before they eat it. Little known fact.
Hashtag
Pirate-
Pirates Life.
well, usually pirates can't peel a banana because they rarely have two hands.
That's very true. They can hook a banana.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound
I
right.
don't know. It's just
Yeah.
It's just it's overly fun. They announced release date as well, didn't they?
I think so. Sometime in
Sometime 2018. That was it. Early
there you
2018.
go, early 2018. There you go. See,
Which is kind
We
of
have
annoying because I feel like since they announced it a year ago, should maybe not be another year away.
but we'll get to that. So yes, yeah, it was weird that they announced it like last year, and it's not going to be available till next year. But that was a lot of
the first
games.
time that's
To be fair,
happened to this, though.
yeah. To be fair, there's a lot of games on this list that was the case with. Then of course the space exploration adventure Tacoma, also announced. Super Lucky's Tale, which is an animated platformer.
I have no idea who Lucky is.
He's a brand new dude. He's like
Is
a
he
fox or something. I think so. I don't fucking know. He's a little fox creature thing.
It looks like Conquer. If someone told Conquer to calm down,
I thought it was a Conquer game at first.
Me
I was
too.
maybe the everyone. That's what everyone wanted. They're too busy making one game that they can't even make come out.
I think I was playing with Heather and Sam, and I was like, "Ooh, is this a Conquer game?" And they're like, "What? Conquer? At the end, I was like, "Nope, never mind."
Like
Just
when when I say little fox creature, I don't mean Shippo from Inuyasha. I would play an entire game as Shippo from Inuyasha, but that's besides the point. But yeah, he's this little like fox guy. He platforms. It looks adorable in the art style, and it is definitely not Conquer. And it shows off the true 4K capabilities. So
Does it?
apparently that was a big selling point on it. Supposedly on September 29th, 2017, Cuphead is coming out. I'll believe that shit when I see it.
Did you like their trailer?
Yeah. so yeah.
Yeah, I think there should
so
be a rule.
they know.
E3.
They know
They know.
it's their fault.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of a game that's been on there for 16 years, Crackdown 3, Terry Crews came on and did a lot of yelling.
Just he
That
did
was
his
best
thing.
ever.
That's what he does.
And
He did that, and then he went straight to Overwatch and yelled at them.
Yes.
well, that's the thing. How much cooler would it have been if he just threw the gun down and said, "Screw this shit, I'm Doomfist," and then just went to the whole Doomfist footage for Overwatch?
Right?
That would have been amazing. That would have been completely amazing.
Or if he was doing the Crackdown thing normal, and then it faded out, and then it faded back in, he was still there, like, "Oh, I ain't done." He's like, "I'm going to be in Halo, I'm in Overwatch."
The
Shows up
Doomfist
in
actually
Minecraft.
comes out of his bicep.
New game, I'm there.
I'm everything.
I think Doomfist is going to double their like daily user numbers.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, that was Crackdown 3. They did the ID Xbox montage and showed a bunch of what could be cool independent games all at once, and didn't slow down enough to really like register. But I did see that they had Hello Neighbor, which is a very creepy, stuck in the house and trying to escape your neighbor's house that you think is a killer. That game is coming to Xbox, ID at Xbox, and Conan Exiles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
So
kids.
get your
Pretty
dicks
soon,
out.
you too will be able to adjust your dick size on Conan. And believe you me,
Aim to please.
Tight.
I'm scared. I'm scared because you know that it's just going to be a whole bunch of pantsless barbarians running
Don't go to
around.
sleep.
Don't.
Don't lay down.
Wow.
Is there a snake on me?
That's no snake. They announced Ashen, which looks like a Souls-esque, very stylized, but very beautiful looking. Hopefully, co-op, because it looks like there's two main characters in it. Looks like a medieval, very stylized, very like almost paint-like world that it looks really beautiful. It's just a really cool game. Life is Strange Before the Storm, the prequel to Life is Strange, is coming out. I know this was one of Heather's. Heather really liked that game until the very last chapter, and then she was rather vocal in her distaste for the end, using some swear words I don't think I've ever heard of, and but yeah. So Life is Strange, that is coming out. If you like episodic gaming, this one's for you. Shadow of War.
They showed off.
With perhaps the most likable cave troll, or whatever the hell that thing was.
No, he's an orc.
Everyone's Australian in this game.
Okay. Yeah, with everyone's lovable Australian orc. Which you just want to hang out with you. Like, he's this snarling beast when it first starts out, and then, you tame him with your ghost hand there, and he becomes your best buddy ever. It's like Garrus Ricarian, the orc version. Yeah, looks pretty polished and looks pretty good.
It does.
I never played the first one.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
Next up. Sorry.
Wait.
I was going to say, someone noticed that Bruce the orc and Bruce the shark from Finding Nemo sound the same.
Wow. Totally unintentional. Jamie, you were saying something about the next game? About the next game? Saying something about maybe changing a t-shirt design? What? What was that?
I've got a catchphrase based on this damn game.
Yeah, but
They announced Ori and the Blind Forest 2.
Yeah.
Ori and the Wills of the Wisps.
Yeah, it turns out that
it's a baby owl.
Baby owl. He doesn't seem like a dick, does he? No, seems like a little nice baby owl. Don't you feel bad?
Well, as you grow up, babies could be worse.
Holy crap! So yes, one of
Good thing with babies, though. Good thing with babies, they're much easier to take care of. You just need a well-placed foot.
Wow! Just
oh
friction.
my!
Wow!
Moving on.
Just moving on. Okay, so anyway, they also announced original Xbox backwards compatibility coming soon.
Yes, they did, and they announced it with a good game too.
Yeah, Crimson Skies.
Oh yeah,
fan favorite. Personally, I would love to play some original Fable.
Oh yes.
So, looking very forward to that. And of course, to close out their presentation, Anthem, the new BioWare game.
Yep.
Is it an exclusive?
I don't
remember.
know.
I don't know, they didn't even say anything about it.
It's their Destiny killer, quote unquote.
Pretty much.
Looks like their next big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
their scripted trailer, just like the Division was. It was exactly the Division trailer.
oh, yeah.
They pretty much copied the Division trailer.
They
Watch it again, and you'll be like, oh wow, they all sound exactly how the Division sounded.
Holy crap! I gotta watch that now.
But don't you remember how great Division was?
Oh man.
Surely they'll repeat that success.
And didn't they do another Ori game?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what he said. The little ones are easier to take care of because you just need a shoe.
Oh, that's right. I got
yeah,
distracted by the shoe thing. Sorry.
Yeah, the boy's not right in the head. Something about the boy.
That's right. And the I know we talked about it sooner, but they wanted Madden's story mode to be a playable movie. I don't. Why?
Friday Night Lights, man. Everybody loves it.
Sorry.
Well, that basically wrapped up the Microsoft press conference. Moving on, at least chronologically, then we had Ubisoft, where Miyamoto came out and talked with his new best friend, and shook around plastic weapons, and everybody went apeshit saying that this was the greatest thing ever, because the Rabbids, which nobody cared about from Ubisoft, they're going to be in a Mario game. Yay!
There's nothing like a middle-aged Japanese man, a middle-aged French man, later, shaking about plastic guns, talking about an Italian plumber teaming up with cartoon rabbits that were a spin-off of Rayman.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why Ubisoft won E3, apparently.
Apparently.
But
they're just minions. They're just minions.
They really are. And
they came first, I think.
Philip DeFranco described it best when he said it looks like the non-consensual child of Rayman and Mario and XCOM.
Damn.
I love it.
So take that as you may.
This is a very weird style of game.
Yeah,
like
it's
Mario and the Rabbids team up to do a tactical RTS shooter kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
not really the style I was thinking,
but the thing of it is, you slap Mario on a game cover and everyone goes nuts.
Well, if anyone could be any kind of game, it is kind of Mario. This is a guy who could play golf, drive a car, and occasionally plumbing. He's also meant to be a doctor. So, I suppose Mario could just do whatever the hell he wants and
stuck in his pills.
Unlike Sonic, who seems to get the rough end of the deal if Sonic tries to do anything different.
That's because he steals gold rings.
Yes. And he's got so fast.
All about the coins.
The coins. Oh, the coins. He just steals those coins. They're just floating.
Can I say the most annoying thing about this game, though?
Please.
It's that they keep referring to it as Mario Plus Rabbids.
Yeah.
Instead of and. Like, that's a plus for some reason, and that's really frustrating. I hate that.
I just thought the game was a bad idea when I saw it. I was like, ew.
Are we talking about the Rabbids?
Yeah.
I think it looks fucking funny as shit, because I used to play the Rabbids on the Wii, and those games are fun. No doubt. If you haven't played it, go play it.
At least one person cares about the Rabbids. I take back my former statement. One person cares about the Rabbids.
That's so funny!
And that's our very own Randall. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Yeah.
I will say it's pretty interesting for Mario to be being made by a different studio.
Mm-hmm. That is.
It's also completely Western, so it's like, this is new.
Well, like Cowboys.
Yeah.
American stuff too.
Yeah, it's the first time a Mario game has been made out of Japan.
Mm.
I like how they show slowly, we're like, oh, Princess can't defend herself, and then she pulls out that big-ass gun and gets banged. She's like, oh, sorry.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Miyamoto didn't just pop into the game and said, oh, here you go, and gave her the big blaster.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for it. Go on, Jamie, I'm sorry.
Let's just hope Ubisoft doesn't mess this up, because if so, Nintendo might retreat back into their little cave.
Right. Everybody, go buy the game.
Oh, yeah, then they'll just keep making iPhone games.
No, they'll go back on all that. They'll be like, we have to start from the beginning. And then we'll just get like a normal Mario game and stuff like that.
Forget it. We're just going back to making playing cards, and we're just start over.
We're just going to
be top down or side scroller.
We're just going to stick to Mario and Link and Yoshi and Kurt, but we'll get to that.
And Pokemon.
Then a few millennials petted a cat in Assassin's Creed Origins. Not sure why we had to go to a remote location to watch people play it this time, but whatever.
And then they filmed the game capture with a bloody camera on the monitor. They didn't even capture the gameplay properly.
Oh, but at least on the Microsoft press conference, they showed good gameplay and everything like that.
Yeah.
There was a gameplay demo. It showed. Yeah. The crew too. Okay. you want to? All right. So Randall, I know, did not have very high opinion of the crew 1, and I don't think anybody did. But crew 2, where you can fly, you can drive a boat, you can drive a car on the road, off the road, in the road, motorcycles. You can do anything in this one, and have a big collection behind you and be on the covers of magazines. Apparently, I think they might be putting in a story mode. Looks like a lot more stuff you can do in this one. So I don't know, something to keep your eye on if you like racing boats. Which, coincidentally, I always thought was the low point of a movie. Boat chases made me instantly hate movies. This is why I was never a big James Bond fan, because there was a boat chase in every single James Bond movie, and I thought they were stupid.
Even Indiana Jones?
Even Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. I will fast forward. I will actively fast forward through that part.
Yeah, but James Bond basically had to have a checklist. He has to do one of everything.
I
mean, not that it needed anything else to ruin it for me, but Face Off, fuck that movie. Go on.
It's like, first I need to drink a martini, then I need to do a boat race, then I need to seduce a woman. It's like everything he needs to do to save England. That's his that's his goal. Save the Queen.
That's right.
I used to know a total scumbag who was a giant James Bond fan, and I actually talked to him one time, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you know which James Bond film was my favorite?" And he goes, "Which one?" It's like, the one where it was that really weird, eccentric villain who had that really odd plot to take over the world, and then James Bond got a bunch of gadgets, had sex with a couple of women, and then took him out in the creative way. He goes, well, which one was that? I'm like, all of them, am I right? And then just walked away from him.
You should have just said Austin Powers.
Yeah. He was a better James Bond than James Bond. I love Austin Powers. At least the first 2. I never saw Goldmember.
It was alright.
It's on Netflix.
A lot of blah.
A lot of reusing old jokes, keeping everybody nostalgic.
That's not
basically
right.
Imagine if someone said to you, "Did you like Mini Me? Here's Mini Me. Did you like Fat Bastard? Here's Fat Bastard.
Did you like Seth Green? Here he is again.
Here's a lot of Seth Green.
Some people
and Michael Caine, just to bring things back.
Lamborghinis. A lot of people are looking for something that a lot of people like that they're bringing back. South Park, Fractured Butthole. That they showed a lot more gameplay footage from that. Character customizations and such.
Nice.
Very uncensored trailer.
Yep.
A lot of swearing. Looks funny. Transference, where Elijah Wood gets to look, weird, like Elijah Wood does. And it looks like it's a virtual reality game with a something like a collective consciousness. VR, yeah. So then that happened, and then the main rival of Sea of Thieves surfaced. And Craig, let me ask you something.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you like pirates?
I do.
Do you like the part of Assassin's Creed Black Flag where you got to do all of the sea combat on the ships?
It was highly enjoyable.
Well, what if I told you that coming soon, there was a game that was just the naval combat from Assassin's Creed 4 and multiplayer, so your friends can jump in on it too.
What?
Just the naval?
I know you didn't ask me, but I would say, holy shit.
I didn't know if you were still cooking.
Charlie, do you know what I thought of the game when I first saw it?
What's that?
I was like, oh, hey, it's pirates. Oh, it's Pirate for Honor.
Oh, God, no. That means none of the servers are going to work. It's going to suck. No. So yes, Skull and Bones. It's the more realistic looking and less shipboardy version of Sea of Thieves.
But which one will win? Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But yes, it looks like they
at least
took all
at least
of this.
neither game had a guy. At least neither game had an old guy with a cane coming out and talking about it.
That's very true. That's very true.
You would know which one was in trouble.
Yeah. Because, I mean, come on. Can't have a pirate thing without the old guy coming out and saying, "Let me tell you a tale."
Norso's a guy that played
fitting for a
Barbosa.
character, though.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Jeffrey Rush.
What all 70 of you said? Yeah. Just Dance 2018. That was announced because Ubisoft.
Yeah.
South Park Phone Destroyer, a mobile game for South Park, also announced.
I was gonna say they really don't need to announce just dance games.
Yeah, they really don't.
It's just put them in the shop and like kids will pick them up.
Yeah. They introduced their newest Toys to Life game, which looks really stupid. It's called Starlink Battle of Atlas, ATLAS, because edgy. And you get it's Skylanders basically, but the portal is on your controller because that's not going to throw off the balance at all. And you build ships and you put it on top, so you're going to have this giant freaking plastic thing on your controller while you're trying to play, which it looks stupid. Sorry, just looks stupid. Maybe I'm old and craggy, but it's stupid. One thing I am very excited about, because little known fact about me, I really like the Winter Olympics.
Those are good Olympics.
I really like them. And Steep, which I bought because there was like a 50% off sale on Steep like a couple months ago. And last E3, I went, hey, this game looks freaking beautiful. So I was like, hey, when I get out of school, I can actually play this. And I got the game. And now they're announcing the Road to the Olympics expansion, which is coming out around the time that the Winter Olympics are happening. And I couldn't be happier, because it's just like, it's all the Winter Olympic events that involve skiing and snowboarding and everything like that. There's no ice skating in it, sadly. And no hockey, I don't think. But all the skiing stuff, everything that happens on a mountain.
Mario.
Yeah, everything that happens on a mountain. Yes.
Mario Mountain.
They call it.
So I'm very excited about that. Far Cry 5.
Yep.
So they showed the cult leader with his flock. Singing
Everyone
music,
has
right?
to be saved, no matter what.
And then it showed you can either get co-op partners online, or there are NPCs that will help you fight. And one of them happens to be a dog, who, when you're holding just
a wolf.
Yes. And just when you're holding a revolver, he will go over to said enemy and say, "Give me that," and bring you over a machine gun. So
that's convenient.
It's like, this is convenient. You are a friend of mine, dog. Thank you. There's the sniper. There's the guy flying his airplane. They didn't show the priest guy or the bar owner girl, but yeah. But it showed like these NPCs, and then to like bring the spirits together, it was just like, or find some help online, and then there's a car that comes in and crashes on, and that's supposed to be you helping out the main character or your friends. So it looks like a Far Cry game set in Montana.
Yep, I want to see NPCs get chased by bears.
Yes. Yes, God, yes. You know, there's gonna be a game coming up with NPCs being chased by bears, but we'll get to that. And of course, what everyone went apeshit of. It's been 13 years, but hey, the time's just about right. They announced Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Mr. Pigman in the bar.
Mr. Pigman in the bar, Mr. Monkey Guy with the bionic hand, big tower, warp drives. I never played the first one. Apparently it was good. A lot of people liked it. And they're coming out with the second one. And apparently everybody went apeshit. Now, there was two things that were absent from this year's Ubisoft presentation that made the presentation, even though, you know, there were a couple standout moments, but I personally didn't think it was, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. But there were two things that made it a lot better than any other Ubisoft press conferences I saw, and that was the lack of Joel McHale and the lack of Aisha Tyler. Those two things made it amazing.
For a while.
They don't need hosts.
They don't, and I think that every presentation with not bringing Mr. Caffeine or not bringing like a celebrity on to shill what they had. Yes, of course, there were a couple awkward game designers who came out and said, "My game is awesome. You guys got to play it. Check this out." But at the same time, it wasn't a lot of just grandstanding by celebrities reading off cue cards and making really stupid jokes. It was, people who made the games saying, "Hey, here's the game. Check it out." So that, I thought the overall tone of that throughout all the press conferences was very good this year. Then chronological, after that, we had the Bethesda press conference.
Yay.
I think we found out who Craig said lost the E3 this year. All right, so moving right along.
Yep, they had Wolfenstein, and hey, everything's going to be in VR, and we're going to put this game that's 5 years old on another system. Yay. Okay, bye.
So, anyway, in a delightful animated presentation with a theme park theme to it, Bethesda went over their Doom in VR, their Fallout 4 in VR. Yes.
So I think they're at some sort of VR conference instead of where they really were.
Because for some strange reason, people love gimmicks where you can only see hands and floating guns. They went into more depth of the Elder Scrolls Online with their Morrowind expansion, including the two DLCs of Horn of Reach and Clockwork City coming out. The Creation Club, where mods are now not going to restrict people's achievements or trophies on either systems, and people can share through the community these different mods that can be downloaded in. And since it looks like there's a committee that they can filter these things through, it doesn't look like these mods are automatically going to crash your system either. So there's that. Elder Scrolls Legends is adding Skyrim to the mix of their Hearthstone ripoff. The big thing, Skyrim is going to be on the Nintendo Switch, and if you have a Link amiibo,
cool.
You can put it on there, and you can look like you're walking around this beautiful medieval world with dragons and realistic settings with the most plastic-ass looking sword ever and the shittiest looking shield. So there's that. And you can do it in VR.
You're kidding me right now.
Made it look better.
Making Jamie sad.
I know, but I'm good at that. Something that made Heather happy. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, is a originally planned DLC that basically blew up to the size of a game, much like, Halo ODST. This follows Billy, who is another assassin who was in the DLC for the first Dishonored and in Dishonored 2, and apparently she's going to fulfill the contract of taking out one of the most powerful people behind the scenes and with literal and figurative power of the outsider in the Dishonored universe. So, for those of you who are jazzed who liked Dishonored 2 and Dishonored 1, right up your alley. Very cool. Quake World Championships. That was included in there. Including the addition of a brand new person entering the arena, a Mr. BJ Blazkowicz from a certain franchise called Wolfenstein.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the Team DBAH YouTube channel. There was one video that was a community video that was that kind of started off the channel, and that was made by a young man from across the pond who made a Minecraft video just for Team DBAH. And it was a big inspiration, and once we had the capabilities to make videos, we started a YouTube channel. Of course, that young man was Jamie. And 2 of the series that originally appeared on the Team DBAH YouTube channel were Wolfenstein: The New Order and The Evil Within, both done by yours truly. And I guess we're going back to the well again, because The Evil Within 2 is coming out, where a Mr. Sebastian Castellanos finds out that his daughter, that he thought had died in the first game, is actually alive. So it's Sebastian trying to track down his daughter. And something that made me very, very happy, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, was announced, including Fergus with his mechanical arm. God bless that man trying to eat a cookie.
It punched him in the face.
Punched him in the face. And the thing is, for eagle-eyed viewers, you see the exact instance where he loses that arm too. And that's and you get to see a bunch of the older characters like there, and BJ is going to have twins, and he's in a wheelchair shooting machine guns at people and sliding down conveyor belts, and he's it looks freaking bonkers. And I can't wait for it. It's beautiful, and I just am looking very forward to Wolfenstein 2. There's a special, the $100 version of the game actually comes with a 1/6 scale cloth clothing wearing BJ Blazkowicz.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. And
that's pretty awesome.
So I'm definitely picking that up. And that was the end of the Bethesda press conference. Okay, sorry, I'll move on from it now. Now, and
so now we go from one person's least favorite to another
person's least favorite. So Sony started off their presentation good, live music as per usual, very cool, as opposed to the president totally sucking the bear guy from Battlestar Galactica's dick from last year, saying how awesome and just great the orchestra was, and repeating how awesome the orchestra was. Did not even mention the name of the people performing in the beginning. That's okay though. But yes, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy got more footage from that, and that's it looks very Uncharted-y. For people who love Uncharted, this game is right up your alley. Claudia Black and Nadine are reprising their roles and teaming up. Seems that they really just don't like each other, and there's a lot of face punching, and a lot of explosions, and a lot of shooting, and a lot of treasure. So, Uncharted. Horizon Zero Dawn got its first DLC announced, the Frozen Wild. Which
has anyone played that game?
I have it. I have not played it yet. I hear it's very good. But yeah, so it's Frozen. There are wild things.
I hear that it made a mistake of coming out at the same time as Zelda.
Yes, I heard that too. Yeah. Because Zelda, oh god, everybody freak the fuck out.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. Days Gone. We have now you want bears chasing you. How about weaponized bears with metal and shit sticking out?
Weaponized bears?
Weaponized bears and weaponized Zambos.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Well, he our main character needed to rescue another NPC from the clutches of a rival group, and there were Zambos hanging from the trees and stuff by their feetsies, and like grabbing at you as you walk by. So you got zombies in the trees, you got zombies on the ground, many zombies on the ground, and you can actually weaponize them, because he crawls through a gate and he sees that his friend is being interrogated up top, and he puts a C4 charge on the dam, which blows open, and all the zombies in the world apparently rush through that gate like a wave, like World War Z business. And they start killing the bad guys and stuff like that, and the bad guys are chasing it off, and it gives the hero time to go up there and rescue his friend by shooting the bad guy, and they're about to like break free, and then this weaponized bear with like barbed wire and shit and metal pieces and spikes comes walking out and rears a brrr, and they're like, oh no, and that's where it ends.
Oh,
so yeah, so yeah. Also in the dystopian future, they also use the old rope across the road to stop the motorcycle guy trick. Apparently,
works every time.
Every time. In something that's alien in this presentation, a new IP, Monster Hunter World was announced.
It was.
Yeah.
With that really gross T-Rex thing with the nose. What's up with that? After I stopped vomiting watching it, like putting my hand up where the nose would pop up, because that was just
I'm
gross.
surprised they announced that at Sony. I'm still trying to figure out why there.
Oh, that's a weird looking nose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole. It looks like it's a whole like MMO based in the world of Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Which
is strange. But I guess Nintendo just hands their stuff to everyone now.
Apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you're actually thinking about playing it on a Switch, because if you live in North America, you're not gonna be able to play it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank God I don't have a Switch.
Go outside and fetch me a Switch.
Yikes!
Reminds me of my childhood.
Oh boy. SpaghettiOs. So, Craig, let me ask you this. Remember back in the PlayStation 2, Shadow of the Colossus?
Yep.
Remember back in the PlayStation 3, the remastered Shadow of the Colossus?
Yep.
Well, if you didn't play either of those times, boy, do I got some great news for you. You can play it on the PlayStation 4 because it's being remastered again.
Oh?
Third time.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still one person who kept putting off playing it.
Yeah.
They just keep remastering it until that guy plays it.
So I think I'm gonna finally play it. Today is the day. They did
Jamie's logic. I should probably not play it then. See how many times he can do it.
So you can be that one man.
Yep.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They did, nice little animations from that.
Yeah.
Everybody went apeshit because the graphics look so bad. But they looked fine. It's just fanboys being fanboys.
It's comic book style though.
I personally soiled my undies when Rocket Raccoon got a hold of Ebony and Ivory from Dante. I was like, that almost makes me buy the entire game. But for that moment. Then of course, they showed the online multiplayer trailer for Call of Duty World War II. So if you hadn't played Call of Duty 1
Any
through
mech
3,
suits?
right? No, unfortunately not. If you haven't played Call of Duty 1 through 3, now's your chance to go back to World War II or World at War. Yeah, and so there's that. Didn't show a zombie mode. Very surprised. And then of course they went they took a page from Bethesda's conference with Skyrim VR, and then they did Star Child in VR. Quick tip: never name your game after the most hated part of Mass Effect 3. I'm just throwing that out there.
Which game is that?
It's called Star Child. It's one of the new VR games. It's one of them sci-fi space games. Let's see. Child VR. It's
from the same people who made it Until Dawn.
No, that's another one. I saw the one you're talking about, and this is another one.
Oh no, the Impatience.
Yeah,
that looks cool. Just saying.
Yeah. So the Impatient, it's a horror PlayStation game in VR, and then okay, we'll pick someone else.
Exactly what Charlie wanted. VR horror.
They really want to fuck you up.
Trevor.
Yes.
You know that game Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I haven't played it yet because I haven't played a single one of the Final Fantasies ever. But yes.
You know what I hear one of the best aspects of Final Fantasy 15 is, and what most people play it for. I think
the open world combat.
No, you simple child. It's the fishing.
Fishing? Of course, it's always the fishing.
Everybody knows.
That's why people play WoW.
Yeah. But
I thought it was because of the plague they played WoW.
Well, with your primitive rocks and sticks, maybe playing WoW, you silly goose. This time, it's actually like Bassmaster, where you can, in first-person virtual reality, fish in the very waters of Final Fantasy 15, and you can catch said fish and cook said fish.
Oh boy.
But you can also catch the monster of the deep. So there's that. And then there's also a military first-person shooter coming out called Bravo Team in VR. There's a mouse with a witchblade, and I didn't say switchblade. I mean, the old Top Cow comic where the girl had that glove that became armor and a sword and everything. The witchblade. Yeah, it's a mouse with that. Called mouse. Called moss. It's not called mouse. It's called moss. Someone might have mispronounced mouse. I don't know. And
it's like, this is how it's really pronounced.
Yeah.
Taking the name back.
Then we had some gameplay, really awesome looking gameplay footage from the new God of War game coming out. Which and there's something in the trailer that kind of made me go, oh boy, and in a kind of way, not because I think the game is going to be bad. So there's a part in the trailer where Kratos throws his axe into the mist, and at the end of the trailer, the world serpent rises from the ground and spits out the axe, and then says something to which his son translates to, "He wants your help," essentially. Now, the world serpent is one of the things that brings about Ragnarok, which is, the destruction of Earth and the death of the gods. Who better to employ for that sort of business than the guy who took out the entire, Greek pantheon of gods? So I'm thinking maybe the world serpent is trying to trick Kratos into killing off the Norse gods, which is kind of, I'm very interested to see where this goes. Also, it shows a lot of the relationship between he and his son, and it looks like the story could borderline on fantastic. So, going to have to definitely keep an eye on that one. They then did a large thing about Detroit Become Human,
which I'm still looking forward to, because that's
exactly.
sci-fi utopian.
Which Trevor is very much looking forward to. Looks a lot like a sci-fi utopian Heavy Rain. Where every action has a bunch of stuff that could happen from it. So there's that, where you could either become a peaceful leader or a, revolutionary, essentially. It looks very, very nice, very polished, and just very, it looks pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. They did a short blurb on Destiny 2. Because someone had to.
And we know Bungie was not going to do it at Microsoft.
Right. And of course, Sony getting most of the exclusives for Destiny 2. So, of course, Sony... Sony decides they're going to put it in their press conference. And then, of course, Sony closed off their press conference with a bunch of footage from the new Spider-Man game, which arguably looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Good enough to close out a press conference with? Fuck
Not
no.
that good. No.
I mean, it's nothing amazing.
I was expecting a lot
just
more
a Spider-Man
game.
Do I think it looked amazing or spectacular? No.
If they brought out the real Spider-Man,
yeah,
maybe. If the real Spider-Man came up and started swinging around, then that'd be a way to end the conference, but...
However,
Spider-Man
I did hear a rumor that it was actually Miles Morales, which makes me want to really play the game. So there's that. And then, of course, the final big conference, the Nintendo conference that happened, where Reggie took us on a tour of the wonderful world, where they said that they were going to stick. They wanted to stick with the games that are coming out this year that you could play with and not focus on the future that much. So when they announced Kirby, Metroid Prime 4, and Yoshi all for 2018, kind of...
And then mention other things that are coming in the future. It was kind of a bit of a... yeah. They kind of lied a bit.
A bit. But they start off with Xenoblade Chronicles, which looks good.
Which, yeah, it looks alright, but the dialogue to me is just like, oh.
Well, yeah, it's a game that the West finally got introduced to last year.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I will uphold the destiny of my father. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it took off too well here, though.
Don't have to shout at me. Just
Of course.
tell what are you doing here.
Fun fact: I've actually just because of what I like and stuff. Voice actors have actually said that is the hardest thing in the world to do. Time for those games.
Yeah, I could totally see that. My God. Then of course the Kirby 2018, of course. Then Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
Yeah.
Also the announcement of a Pokemon RPG coming sometime in the future because we're not focusing on that.
Yep.
For the Switch, of course.
A proper core Pokemon game coming to a handheld coming to a console is just what everyone wants. Like,
of course.
Like the fact that the Nintendo Switch is already getting a Metroid game, a Legend of Zelda game, and a Pokemon game, it shows that they give a lot more crap about this than the Wii U.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the
Wii U is the red-headed stepchild.
Yeah, I think they needed to put something out, and I think the Wii U is kind of what the Switch became.
Yeah.
Like they really, I think they originally
attempt.
wanted to make the Switch, but they had to make the Wii U first.
Yeah.
They had to make sure it worked, and then like, okay, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
Of course, Metroid Prime 4 coming in 2018, Yoshi coming in 2018. Then, of course, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
Dave somewhere dancing.
Yeah. It looks like
right?
What's that?
Jake plays that too.
Yeah, but this is like, it looks like a kind of
Dave and Jake are danced together.
Yeah. It looks sort of like a Musai game, like Dynasty Warriors or Berserk in the Band of the Hawk. I think it's going to be more along that lines than an actual RPG or anything. It looks like they took characters throughout the entire Fire Emblem sagas and put them together in one game. And
that's Marth was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Marth talking.
Heroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already out.
Yeah.
As a phone game. They're just porting it over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Original.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
It's pretty much exactly what you said. It's just, okay, let's just get all the Fire Emblem games together and then kind of make it a turn-based game.
Yeah. I gotcha. Then, of course, they did Zelda's Master Trial expansion. The Trial of the Sword, the Hero's Path mode, and the Master mode. And, of course, the Champion's Ballad, which is going to be the second expansion.
They didn't say a thing about the Champion's Ballad, though. They just showed the 4 champions, said there's 4 amiibos coming out, but they didn't say at all what the DLC is going to be.
Absolutely. Yes. There's a Mifa, Daruk, Rivoli, Rabosa, and Rabosa amiibos coming out. And
they're good looking amiibos, I'll give them that.
They are good looking. Well, every amiibo is almost
that's true.
Really good looking.
Yep.
There's a bunch of...
I should know.
Yeah. There's
I've got a problem.
There's a bunch of esport invitationals coming out. The Splatoon 2, the Pokken Tournament, and ARMS invitationals.
Yep.
because you couldn't get enough of it in the Ubisoft press conference, they went back to the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom battle. Well, they went into Rocket League coming to the
Switch.
Switch. So that's
Come to the Switch,
interesting.
and also featuring crossplay too.
right. Cross-play. So people on their PlayStation 4s can play with people on the Switch. And of course,
Another
they closed.
game that works perfectly for crossplay.
And of course, they closed out the conference with Super Mario Odyssey, where you can throw hats on things and you can control those things.
Where Mario's hat now has the ability to possess other characters.
And a
Yes.
dinosaur.
Yes.
I read a theory now that apparently Mario has not been Mario, but he's been the hat the whole time.
Once again, people with way too much time on their hands talking about an Italian plumber.
It's interesting the art style they're going for, because you get the Mario looking characters and you get like the sort of realistic looking characters they're going for.
Yeah.
Right.
And just watching them interact is a little bit uncomfortable. And watching Mario throw his hat and possess a real life man, or what's meant to be a real life man, is a bit.
But
We'll see how that plays out in the game, but
The soundtrack too just is interesting that they used with it.
it was a really
Weird
interesting
jazz.
jazzy song.
yeah, very jazzy, very Katamari-esque.
And there seems to be like a whole thing with outfits and stuff like that, because he was wearing like at one point.
Yeah.
And of course, right
It's
after they announced the right after the conference, they announced the Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS, and showed the screenshots to show you exactly the difference between a 3DS game and their new games coming out. So there's that. So
It was a short little Nintendo thing. It was only about half an hour, their thing.
well, the thing was, the Sony conference was only an hour. The Bethesda conference was, I think, 38 minutes. I think the longest press conference there was Microsoft.
Because you gotta talk about a whole console, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody else had rather short. Everybody had rather short press conferences.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, the weird thing with Microsoft really is that they didn't do anything Halo related.
that's true. I
That's
was
because
kind
someone
of.
else did.
Oh. And now we get to do a quick round of what people forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
start
Things
with
people
Trevor.
forgot. 343 did a brief little conference thing with a few like IGN and a few others for I think it was a couple hours before Sony did theirs, and they're like, "Hey, we got this DLC coming out for Halo Wars 2. No one heard about, right? Ah." So that was a big announcement they made. So there's a DLC coming out. I thought they said should be later this year.
Mhm.
It's playable through the brutes.
Oh.
Fighting the flood.
Yes. Someone went into the freezer.
Oh no,
Oh.
not the freezer.
Which
Yeah.
which is interesting, because this is campaign related as well,
It is.
and so therefore the campaign stuff is canon to the Halo story,
It is.
which means, and the timeline of where Halo Wars 2 takes place, taking place after Halo 5, means the flood's still
Blood
about. I
coming back
guess.
for Halo 6.
Whoa.
So how is
great.
Halo Wars 2?
I like it.
Played it?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to play with a controller.
Oh, it was always played with a controller. The first Halo Wars was designed to be played with a controller.
I don't know. I played the beta and it was kind of clunky.
Oh shit.
They also
At least coming from
streamlined
StarCraft.
Yeah, it's true. They
Yeah.
streamlined the power system too from the beta to this, because the whole powers were the weird power tech tree that
Right.
made no sense to have in the
Yeah.
game, and they went, screw it, go back to the original system. It worked,
Interesting.
but yeah. So they had the DLC with that, the campaign for it, 2 new maps for multiplayer in the base game for free, and then they're also they announced 2 new leaders.
Oh.
Those being the Arbiter himself, and also Jerome.
Huh.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes.
All right.
And again, a new game mode comes with it. It's a firefight game mode, so it's just wave defense.
Yeah. So, like, compared to the other DLCs they've done with just leaders, this is like
Big.
a proper like expansion kind of thing.
Yeah, because they're actually giving a story to this.
Interesting.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll play it.
Oh yeah.
I kind of feel like I have to play it, or else I'll be playing Halo 6 and be like, where the hell's the flood come from?
Why is this here?
I mean, it's everywhere, but why is it here?
It really feels like at the moment they're setting up everything around so that Halo 6 they could just chuck everything back at you.
Yep.
Like they've set up the brutes again. Like now they seem to be trying to bring the flood around. All these big characters are going to be in it.
Yep.
Halo 6 has got to be something amazing, or else, well, it'll be Halo 4 and 5.
Jamie, did you? Wasn't there any thing that was left out or like announced after the big conferences that you were looking forward to, or?
So I think we've missed.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, talking about it, like, I'm kind of underwhelmed because it seems a lot of stuff was announced for 2018 or further.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't feel like they're coming out of E3. I don't think there's many games I'm thinking, man, I can't wait to play this later this year because I don't feel there's much coming this year.
Okay.
At
Craig?
least nothing new.
Well, I'm looking forward to Call of Duty.
Right.
But some things I found out after the fact was Astro is coming out with a pair of headphones that are only $60, and they work on everything.
That's pretty awesome.
PS4, Xbox One, PC, Mac, your phone.
Shit.
Vampire it had a new trailer. So
oh hell yeah!
You can run around London as Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I just assume he does at night. That's because,
he's really a doctor.
He is carrying a
fact.
giant machete.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dealing with vampire priests.
That's right. That's right. There's going to be a new Warhammer RTS game coming out in September.
Yep, I was actually going to say that's something we kind of completely missed was the PC gaming show.
Yep.
4K or 40K or regular Warhammer?
Fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy. It's a sequel to the Total War series.
Okay.
The original Total War that came out.
And
Nice.
there's going to be an expansion for XCOM 2, which is actually so big it almost became XCOM 3.
Woo! Sheesh. Wow.
Yeah.
Fun fact, XCOM 2 is on sale right now, too, if you haven't got it.
Yeah, it's super fun. Prepare to save your game, though. If you don't...
A lot. Save it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can challenge yourself and, only save it after a mission.
Right?
A lot of people die. That's the actually. What's that? Is that mode? Not Iron Man.
Yeah, they're thinking of the wrong series.
No. There's that one mode in XCOM where there's no saving during a mission.
Yeah.
And it's just you play it as it goes. So if you lose anyone, there's no reloading anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
There's also a new mech game coming out for the PC. It's called BattleTech.
BattleTech. Ooh, the return of BattleTech?
Yes.
Holy shit.
BattleTech is coming back.
Very cool.
I think it's being made by Paradox this time.
Ooh. So I guess a couple of docs are making it? A pair of docs?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's
Paradox Interactive is publishing it.
Randall, was there anything that you saw after the fact that you were excited about, or was slighted that they didn't put in?
No. You guys talked about Anthem, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing, and the stuff that's made of dreams.
Yep, because it looked just like how not Destiny, Division looked.
Yeah.
Exact same script.
I'm hoping it's not
but
going to
with
be
Max?
stupid. Really, really stupid. Because it looks really, really cool.
Yep.
Couple things I found out that they left out. So the PS4 in their pre-game, in their pre-conference thing, so there's a whole bunch of games coming out soon that you just control with your phone, including Hidden Agenda, which is what Jamie was talking about before. It's made by the same people who did Until Dawn, and as opposed to one person playing it, all the decisions are essentially by committee. So it's sort of like a couch co-op, like playable movie where you're all sitting there and you all vote for what happens through your phone, and then whatever wins is what happens, and it controls the entire direction of the thing, which looks pretty awesome. And there's like different party games where like you can take pictures and do charades, and like, which person in the room likes asparagus, and everybody submits this person's picture, and boom, it's fun and everything. And again, something that maybe could have been put in the presentation. Also, just a little known independent game named Undertale is being put out on the PS4, which I don't know. I've never played because I'm not very good on PC games, and that's a pretty big deal of a game coming to the PS4. So you would think that maybe they would put it in the conference, but it was relegated to the pre-show right before the conference started, and I thought, oh, they're going to talk about it more, and they didn't. But so Undertale is coming to the PS4, so anybody who missed it on PC can now play it on the PS4. It's like one of the most popular games of the past 10 years. So there's that. And one thing that they just failed to mention, Xbox One original games aren't the only thing from 2001 coming back to the Xbox, because the Duke is coming back.
The Duke! I don't know why, but yeah.
I don't know why either, but I want it in such a bad way. Maybe because the Xbox logo on the front, the big circle, is actually going to be an LED screen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's going to look at me all glowy like. I'm going to hold that big mofo in my hand. I'm going to go like, oh, I missed you. It made me feel so small. But yeah, so the Duke controller, after 16 years, is coming back to the Xbox. And I would very much like to get one, because something about that controller just takes me back to a different time. And
Simple time.
a simpler time. Yeah, Jamie, you're absolutely right. A simpler time. So yeah. But that's what I thought of. So who won, who lost? We'll start with I don't know, Craig.
I'm gonna say Bethesda lost.
Okay.
It was all VR and Wolfenstein, and hey, more mods for a game that's not new. Yay.
Okay.
Win? I don't know. It's kind of tight. I think Sony played it safe.
Mhm.
And Microsoft, I felt they were too involved with their Xbox One XXS.
Mhm.
I think the price point makes sense for them, but come Christmas time, when it's out, or whenever it's out, if you're shopping, people shopping for a new system, how, if some kid wants a new Xbox, there's no really justification for it.
Yeah.
You can just get an S and be perfectly fine with it. I think they're trying to play a lot of catch up with Sony, because PlayStation 4 is still like outselling the Xbox.
Right.
So I kind of think it was a tie. I think everyone was mostly excited about Nintendo stuff. Especially
Kingdom Hearts.
with Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom
See?
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
That thing.
See?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I think if I go by excitement winner, I think Nintendo won.
Okay. All right. Randall, you want to jump in real quick? Who won? Who lost?
Kingdom Hearts won.
Okay.
Yeah. Microsoft did it with the Xbox X, even though it's like, yeah. But I mean, pre E3 Kingdom Hearts, yeah, love it.
Gotcha. All right. Trevor, who lost? Who won?
I say definitely lost. I'm also gonna have to definitely give to Bethesda. I had higher hopes for them, but they're like, cash grabs. Here's more cash grabs.
That's fair.
When I don't think anyone did, because E3 this year was just really kind of like mediocre. Like, oh, we got this console that's just slightly better than the one that we already released last year. We got these games that we already talked about last year, so here's a little bit more about them.
Right.
Like, nothing really new was announced, pretty much.
Lots
Okay.
of stuff going out for 2018 though.
Exactly.
Jamie, who won? Who lost?
I would say I enjoyed Nintendo and Ubisoft the most.
Mhm.
And I'd say I didn't really get into Bethesda or Sony at all, so I'll just sum it up like that.
Gotcha.
I'd say I like Microsoft, but I don't really think there was anything amazing with them. I just thought it was an okay conference, and then everything else, either one way or the other.
I gotcha. In my eyes, it's hard to pick a clear winner this year because everything was on the mediocre side of things. But if I had to pick the most mediocre, it would have to be Sony, because it was all stuff. Every single thing was, with the exception of Monster Hunter, was all stuff that we knew about. And then, like Craig said, it was like VR, and it's like, okay, not all of us are jumping on the gimmick train right about now. We know you spend a hell of a lot of money on it. Don't know why, but I'll take my characters with bodies, thank you. But the two things I'm probably most excited about, The Evil Within and Wolfenstein 2: New Colossus. Definitely, I liked the theme park, like, not even the content, because I know they did VR stuff, and I know there wasn't really that much at all that they contributed, but the presentation, the Bethesda presentation with the animated stuff and the whole like theme park thing, I did enjoy it. Those two games are the two games I'm most excited about. Do I think that they won E3? Absolutely not, but those were the two things I'm jazzed about. Assassin's Creed Origins looks great, and I'm pretty excited about PlayerUnknown Battleground. I'm very excited about that, and the possibility of playing the Xbox One backwards compatible games. So it was a little bit from everybody except Nintendo, because I really don't give a damn about Nintendo, because I never. Yeah, exactly.
The editor was slow.
Yeah. And as far as Ubisoft goes, I am looking forward to the Olympics. So, a little bit from everybody except Nintendo.
Yep.
And
yeah. Oh, one quick sidebar.
Please.
All those free games you told me about on the Xbox?
Yeah.
So I hit the add to your download button from my phone. So when I turned my Xbox on,
yeah,
everything kept going boop, boop, boop. Boop.
Yep.
And then I looked at the storage on the Xbox, and it all went away. Like, nope, delete.
Oh, you turned into Broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
delete. Brother storage. Open some gigabytes. Yeah, it's just not a podcast lately unless we put something wrestling related in. You're
Right.
welcome, Irish guy. Okay, so that was
Excuse me?
E3 2017. No, not you.
Okay, good. That's good.
Talking about Ghost Director, who throws a hissy whenever we used to bring up wrestling on the podcast. Who is not you. So, but folks, it's been a long one, as it always is when we do the E3 E3 podcast. And of course, as always, thank you very much, Craig, for being here tonight.
Well, thank you for always being you.
I try very hard. And thank you, Trevor, for upholding tradition again, for being here.
Yes. Thank you for actually having a lot of energy this time around.
Oh yeah, totally a lot of energy. Why? I wasn't very energetic last year.
I just know the last time I saw you.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Last time. Yes. Jamie, thank you very much for again upholding tradition and being here.
Maybe a short one.
Go, Jamie. Randall, could you splice in a and where that is?
I think he died.
Oh boy. Well, the boy just fell asleep. Randall, again, thank you for upholding tradition and being here tonight.
Woo!
We wouldn't be here without you.
Games.
And games in spice. All right. So thank you very much, folks. Remember, if you like what you hear here, please subscribe to the podcast through iTunes, Player FM, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. Thank you. I've said it so many times, and yet I forget it this time. And of course, you can go to teamdba.com. We've switched to WordPress, and you can listen to it right there. Or of course, you can listen to it every Sunday on youtube.com/teamdba, where we put amazing visuals behind the podcast itself. So you have a treat for your eyes as well as a treat for your ears. And also, while you're over there at youtube.com/teamdba, feel free to click subscribe and like while you're over there, because you get a new video 7 days a week. Can't beat that with a stick. But anywho,
Maybe a short one.
real sharp one. Actually, Randall, when I say thank you, Jamie, put in real sharp one. I think that'll be good. Anyway, thank you very much, folks. I've been Charlie Danger 82. This has been our E3 2017 presentation. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time. And until then, please remember, don't be a hero. Good night.